Hey, this is Josh. I'm here with my partner Kevin at 226 in Akron, Ohio. We do hand-built wheels and we do custom bike builds, basically frame out or to order as requested. This is the kind of thing we usually do. Basically gravel bikes, we do a bit of fat, we do a bit of mountain, but gravel is kind of our wheelhouse. And instead of a super swanky build like this, which is pretty commonly what we do in the shop, custom stuff, carbon forks, Eckhart groups, that kind of thing. We are going to the other end of the spectrum, and we picked up what a lot of people have been talking about, and that's the $250 Walmart gravel bike. We're gonna take it out of the box. We got one that wasn't even built yet. So I'm gonna put that in the stand. We're gonna assemble it right here. We're gonna kind of look at the components that are on it, be able to take it apart and weigh some things, and look at what is reasonable as far as upgrades go. We'll get the whole bike assembled as is, take it for a ride, and then decide what we can do to it as a custom shop within reason. We're not gonna throw a $1,600 wheel set at a $250 bike necessarily, but we'll see what makes sense, and we'll be able to learn about what this thing is and how they hit a $250 price point, which is pretty impressive. So let's get that in the stand and see what it looks like. Go to the box, B-roll. All right, so we went looking for this thing and expected to find it assembled, went to our local Wally World, and they didn't have our size on the floor. So we talked to one of the guys, he took us around the back and we sorted through a huge pile of bike boxes, and we just pulled this one out, which was still in the box. And he kind of warned us, oh, hey, we can't get it assembled for you. And we said, that's not gonna be a problem. We'd actually prefer to have it in the box. So when it comes straight out of the box, this is what it looks like. There's a little additional box that has stuff like pedals and reflectors, little fasteners in it. Comes with a kickstand that would go over here. It's actually not a bad kickstand. It would bolt right onto the chainstay on the non-drive side. And of course, the seat and post comes in, you drop that in, and then everything else just needs to get uncovered and kind of put into place where it goes. Wheel goes over here, handlebars go up there. You get the idea. Let's get this unwrapped and see what it looks like.
Little Anthrax Ministry,
Okay.
color me bad.
Wheel comes right off. All right, we'll get our Walmart label out of here, get our quick release in, get a wheel in, and pretty much have a bike. And then from there, we can really see what we got. Ladies and gentlemen, that is 95% of what that is. The first of many greases to come. This is a thing that if you buy one of these already assembled at the store, you're never gonna see. Component box comes in the box. It's just got the reflectors, pedals, a couple of Allen wrenches, which are always welcome, and then this extremely tiny pedal wrench, and then it's got like a 10 and an 11 probably on it. We won't be needing a whole lot of this. We will be needing these. Let's get these on. Okay, as we get these pedals on, I will shout out one of my idiosyncratic pet peeves. Ladies and gentlemen of the bicycle assembly world, you don't need to leave the little R and L on your pedals when you're assembling the bike. They're just so you know, you can just take them off of there. You can just take them off.
It will not void a warranty.
All right, so the big boy pedal wrench. And only a little bit of disc brake rub. And by a little bit, I mean quite a lot. But just came out of the box, that's to be expected. That's a bike. This thing, first impression, not terrible. If we get maybe a couple of close-up pictures on this wrap setup, like, this is kind of disco. This is pretty swanky. It's
really
very
looks,
sparkly.
Yeah, it looks like it's been done nice as well.
It's looked like it's
like
done nice, and it's like a digital snake skin. It's got a weird effect when you're up close to it. Let's run through some. How do you unshift it?
I mean, that's Shimano.
That one might be okay. That one actually also is reasonable. That's surprising. Usually the in and out limits need to be adjusted on any bike coming out of the box. This one's just about got them nailed.
I would say
out of the way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a bike, and it looks not that terrible. It is definitely more interesting than I thought it was going to be for $250 coming out of the box. I'm a lot more of a believer in other people's opinions that this thing is legit. Just by looking at it, we got some Shimano stuff. We got some names of things that I don't recognize. Comes out of the box shifting and braking. There's some brake rub in the back, but that's to be expected. We're gonna do a complete disassembly on this thing and really go part by part and kind of see what's what, take some weights of the crank, seat post I imagine is gonna be some weight savings there. Even though I do think this might be aluminum, but like this whole setup is kind of BMX-y. And we'll see what this fork and frame weighs, isolated from everything else. And the wheel set. What we do is wheels. We are a hand-built wheel shop. I'd like to see how this thing stacks up to our very high-end wheel sets. And then what in the middle would make sense if an upgrade should be recommended. So from there, let's take a look at some details. Box.